Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So in this video, what I want to talk about is a topic that I don't think gets enough discussion really, and that is financial anxiety or financial stress. Now, I can speak from experience. Years ago, I had a page on Facebook. It was called The Debt-Free Life, and this was all about, you're talking 5-10 years ago, it was all about my debt journey. Also reading stories about people who have actually taken their own lives because of debt. Working with people when I was a social worker who were in extreme debt. And I think things are only getting worse for lots of people. And I think most people don't talk about the anxiety that is around not having money, not knowing where the money's coming from, not being able to pay simple things like rent, but even worse than that, not having money for food. The type of anxiety is basically where you are on high alert all of the time. You can't enjoy your life. You can't make normal decisions like what food you're going to buy. You're worried about that. You are constantly walking around worried about whether you're going to lose your home because you can't pay your rent. You're walking around in high stress and anxiety because you don't know where money's coming for food, especially people with children. They don't know where the money's coming from for normal things they need, school uniforms, school trips, all sorts of things. So this type of anxiety is, as I've said, not talked about as much as things like social anxiety and general anxiety, but it's really something that is causing problems for lots of people. I work as a counsellor, obviously, so I work with lots of people around this area, but I've also been in a similar situation when I transferred from being in a salaried job where I was getting the regular salary every month and you're relying on that, then moving to being self-employed. And although it's been a really good journey and it's been a good decision, sometimes I'm also struggling with financial stress around having to get more clients. If clients cancel, then knowing that that's less of income, having to pay membership to be part of the counselling community, having to pay for advertising. There's so many things, and sometimes I'm going to bed thinking I need more contracts, I need more work, I need this. It's not a level of anxiety because I usually have a solution to it, but I just think it's really important that we kind of get help if we're in this situation. So some of the things you can do is speak to Citizens Advice Bureau, speak to your bank, speak to your creditors if you've got creditors. Most people are reasonable if you're in a situation where you can't afford to pay as much as you are paying out. And the other thing is with direct debits, if you can, as much as possible, lessen the direct debits that you have. Direct debits cause stress because, for me, they cause stress because you have them on different days, there's different amounts, and there's so many of them. And when you I've always been someone that thought, it's easier to pay in direct debits because it means you're not paying in full, but it's actually worse. I would rather, and what I'm starting to do from 2025 is I'm just going to save as much money up and pay everything in full. TV licence, water bill. The only thing, council tax is a bit high because you're talking over £1,000, but car insurance in full, because when you've paid it off, you don't then have to worry about every month. But when you have direct debits on the 1st, then the 5th, then the 7th, then the 8th, you're trying to then live in between all of that by, buying the things you need. But then the direct debit comes, takes that money out, and then you're stressing because you know that there's more to come and there's not enough to pay. And it just creates a cycle of anxiety. So I'll talk more about this because obviously I work with people with anxiety, with depression, with low self-esteem. So this is just an area that I thought I'd make a video about because I don't think I've made a video about this yet. So please feel free to leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Is this an area that you're struggling with? And also you can find all my details in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.